What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Black Atlas Radio. It's been a minute, but you know, a little bit rusty. I think we'll ease into it though. You know how these things go. Anyways,
you got the man.
Oh, for sure. We got one of Fairfield's finest in the studio. If you haven't noticed, we'll go ahead and we'll be able to actually throw up the fucking subtitles and shit on this one because I didn't know how to do it. That's why every time if you go and watch those videos, it's like I do the hand motions, like if I'm gonna throw up a text or something, and then it's no text. It's just blank. Because I didn't know how the fuck to work that shit. But it's all good. We're back now, like we never left.
Gang shit.
Exactly.
And we got. Introduce yourself, sir.
WARUcam, from Fairfield, sort of, kind of. I'm all over the place.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Are you you holding it down for the Bay Area in general, or?
Yeah, you feel me? You know, I love the Bay Area. I mean, it's sort of like a love-hate relationship, and I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. You feel me?
Definitely.
Like people from the Bay Area, like they have things that they love about it, obviously, but there's a lot of things that like they could do without, and I'm pretty much the same way. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people from here want to go to like LA or like New York or someplace else.
I want to go to New York really fucking bad because my dad's side of the family is from out there, so I'm just trying to like go out there at some point. But
right.
I mean that's been since I was like a little kid though. You feel me?
What race are you? What race is your dad's family?
Well, my dad, he's black and he's Filipino. My mom is white and Native American.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
You feel me? Just not Hispanic, you feel me?
So, were you born here in Fairfield, or you just kind of stayed out here for a minute?
I was born in Concord. I was raised out in Fairfield and shit, and I just, you know, and then I kind of moved to Petaluma recently, and I'm just kind of back and forth, you know, pretty much from here to Petaluma, just, you know, just staying out here as much as I can because, you know, I got homies out here and shit, but, you know, I got family out here too, but I live with my mom's out there for right now, you feel me?
Is it still all love for the fields, though?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's always been that way. I think it's just, like I said, man, it's that love-hate relationship.
Right.
Like,
of course.
Because I'm sure it's safe to say, if you guys haven't noticed, you go ahead and check out his SoundCloud and shit. I'll be sure to have that actually up there. But you're actually like one of the best rappers out of Fairfield, man. And there's a lot. There's a lot of people, especially recently coming up. There's a lot of people who are undiscovered that like people have never even heard of. Nobody knows about. But your name tends to pop up a lot in that category of like all the actual good rappers from Fairfield, because you know that's kind of rare.
Yeah. You know, it's like, you know, coming up here, it's like, I don't know, man. It's weird because like when I was in middle school, like I knew like 5 people who rapped, who obviously didn't rap seriously because we were too young at the time, but who rapped and were actually good at this shit, you feel me?
Right.
And those were the people that kept me going when I was just writing, kind of doing the same thing, just thinking of bars off the top of my head in class and at home and whatever. And it's like, you know, I just took time with it. I feel like a lot of people, especially like in 2017 and shit, even like in the past, like, you know, who fucking knows, like 5 years, like I feel like people don't really take time with their shit, you feel me? They kind of rush it. Yeah. And, you know, I've been guilty of rushing my work before, but I think I'm at a point now where I can check myself and understand, like, all right, you need to slow down, you need to take your time, you need to, you know, polish this beat more, you need to polish this verse more, you know what I'm saying? And fuse the two together and just, you know, make something that's organically dope instead of just forcing out the
content.
Yeah, basically just like forcing the content, you feel me? Like just forcing out, you know, good shit. And I feel like that's just one thing that I really try to tell people when they ask me like for advice or whatever. It's like just take your time, you know, perfect the craft.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't ever feel like you're don't ever feel like you're too good, but also don't ever feel like you're too bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
You should kind of stay in the middle. Like, find the positives and the negatives in your work, and you know, it's just, you know, people just kind of need work. You feel me? Like, you know, especially like in the Bay Area. You feel me? I don't know.
Oh
man.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
We in a drought out here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Push out songs every fucking day. It seems like.
Yeah.
And that shit's the same. It's
Just
not
for
gonna
the
be the
sake
same
of pushing it
quality.
out.
Yeah.
So
You know,
still lose its worth.
Exactly, and like at the end of the day, those people, like, you know, a lot of people complain about, you know, especially me too. I complain about this shit too, like an oversaturation of content, people, artists, producers, whatever the fuck, in hip hop, and I see that 100%, but those people will drown out and those people will fade away.
Of
and,
course.
And the real stay around, and the real tend to lead others who want to do better into the right direction. You feel me?
Yeah,
and
that's how it goes when you look back at like all the other eras of like music. That's how it goes with like fucking early 2000s music, all that shit that was popping back then.
All them niggas
is
ain't around.
Nelly, like
Nelly. Fuck, like that shit was horrible.
And like all the people who reigned supreme at that time have either fallen off or they retired
or found some other shit to do.
Yeah, or just found some other shit to do.
Ludacris, you're fucking. What are you?
Fast and the Furious.
That boy's a professional racer now. Him and The Rock, apparently.
Yeah. So how's the rap game in Petaluma then? Is there anybody out there?
You know, bro.
Is it dry?
I only really know one person out there who raps, and he's my weed dealer. He's my weed dealer, bro. Damn. And you know, he's dope, bro. He showed me his shit. Shout out to you, bro. I ain't gonna say your name. You feel me? But shout out to you, bro.
Hey.
And he's dope, bro. He showed me his shit. He was telling me that he opened up for like Brother Lynch and Nazi and shit, and so he's dope. I mean, he's making real big boy moves. You feel me? So
one thing that I think is that along with being able to rap like genuinely good, it's also a big plus when your voice stands out and like your shit just in general sounds original. But I'm sure you get this a lot. You know that your voice has that like originality to it. When you're rapping, especially, how long did it take you to like incorporate that into your raps?
Like the voice.
To actually use your voice as like, you know,
like the forefront of like.
Right, so you stand out more than everybody else, so people know immediately like who's rapping.
It really just came from my natural voice. Like I don't know, like when I talk, like I have like this like kind of weird undertone to my voice, and at first, when I first started rapping, that was something that like I hated. I really didn't like that shit. You feel me? Right. But like as I kept writing and as I kept as I kept going, I just kind of developed the voice just from embracing the part of my voice that I didn't like. You feel me?
Right.
Like I didn't like how growly my voice was, and I didn't like how low, but kind of not so low my voice was, you feel me? So I just kind of embraced it, and I brought out the things I didn't like about it. And when I, you know, put it over like, you know, a fucking beat, I thought it sounded dope. So I was like, all right, you know, I mean, I can stick with this. And people like started to gravitate towards it because people would be like, oh, you know, you sound really original, you sound unique.
You sound different.
Yeah, you know.
That's always good.
That's always good.
And, you know, and that's something I really wanted in my music was to stand out. Like, you feel me? If I, you know, blended in with everybody else, I honestly wouldn't really be happy doing what I'm doing, you feel me?
Yeah, of course.
And just the fact that people tell me that I'm unique and people tell me that I stand out, like, that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps me like experimenting with more shit, trying different things. Like the song I just dropped, Passive Aggressive, with, you know, just Tyler. Like that beat, that J Dilla beat, and I knew it was weird as fuck, and I knew that some people might not really like dig it. You know, some people might not really understand, like, you know, how genius J Dilla was, number one, but
man.
also just how dope that beat is. And, you know, I fucking used it, and
But you were fucking with it ultimately. That's what matters.
yeah. That's what, you know, that's what matters. But I definitely try to like take into consideration like other people, but at the same time, I truly don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like what people say about my music.
I get what you're saying though, because to a certain extent, you're not gonna get any plays unless it gets to the general public.
Bro, like of course I make music for myself, but at the end of the day, I want people to number one know who I am, but number two also like respect me, respect, you know, my name, and respect you know, WARUcam, and just the whole thing that I'm doing. I want people to respect it. So I do things that pull people in. Yeah. And then I pull out the lyrics and I pull out the flows, and then people are like, "Oh, he's actually dope." So, you know, they fuck with me after that. But it's all about like how catchy the beat is. That grabs the people in. How weird the beat is, like on passive aggressive. Like some people fuck with that shit. And that's what brings people in, you feel me?
It's cool because then it creates like your own natural vibe.
Exactly. And that's something that I really try to aim for, is my own natural vibe, instead of trying to get someone else's vibe, you feel me? And try to thrive off that, because that's not what I'm about, you feel me?
There's a lot of people, I'm not going to say any names, but there is a lot of people out here who have a tendency to try to rap like Kendrick out here. I guess that's damn near the wave if you're trying to like...
So,
I don't know.
Where did your name come from?
Like the word Waru?
Yeah.
My original rap name in high school... My bad, I'm looking this.
Go ahead.
My original name when I was in high school was Cam. And my homie CJ, shout out to CJ. My homie CJ, he gave me that name just because I was just always getting in trouble, and I was always fucked up on some type of fucking, you know, whatever the fuck, you know, in school, you know what I'm saying? Always getting in trouble, whatever. So he just called me Cam, and you know, he was there at the beginning of, you know, my rap, you know, circuit and whatever. And eventually I just thought that name was kind of corny, like Cam. I didn't really fuck with it anymore. So I was like, all right, what can I change it to? Because I liked Cam because it speaks a lot to like who I am as a person. I'm not saying I'm evil, but like everybody I feel like is evil, you feel me? And I feel like everybody's evil, is just that we do things to balance out the evil with the good, because that's what society kind of like wants you to do, you feel me?
Right. I was thinking of grabbing the camera, but I'm too lazy. But that's probably where that neck tat comes from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I got the yin and yang tatted on my neck because I really fuck with like the balance of good and evil, because I feel like you can't be completely evil, but you also can't be completely bad or, you know, good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Unless you're Donald Trump.
Yeah, unless you're Donald Trump, then you a fucked up ass bitch.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, bro. And so yeah, I changed it to WARUcam because Waru in Japanese means bad person or evil person.
Okay.
And so I just changed it, and it kind of stuck. I thought it sounded different. You know what
it sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah, and it still, you know, stuck with like the whole evil theme. You feel me? And it just kind of stuck from there. And that was probably like when I was like a junior in high school is when I changed my name.
What was your graduating class?
I graduated. Fuck, bro. I smoked so much fucking weed I can't even remember. Fuck. When did y'all graduate?
2015.
2015? 2016?
How old are you?
I'm 19. I'm 19.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2016, you feel me? Bro, you feel me? All right, so I graduated high school a month late because I went to San Miguel in the Armio campus.
All right.
And so
the satellite one?
Yeah, the satellite one. And it was cool, but I didn't get all my credits in time to graduate on time. So I graduated like a month later, and like at that point, I was just over school. You feel me? Like
Bro,
I just
samesies, man.
Yeah,
I had to graduate 2 weeks late. I had to go to fucking summer school too.
Yeah, bro. I did the same shit.
Sorry about that. What were we talking about?
Graduating class.
Graduating class.
Oh yeah, I had to fucking go to summer school for 2 weeks. So I wasn't like really tripping, but I know what you mean, bro. Because at that point, like everybody was already done with school, like 100%, and you're like, I still gotta fucking show up here,
man.
See everybody from like the classes below me, and they know I'm supposed to be graduated. Like
it's a fucked up feeling, but just the fact that like I did it and I know I did it, like. I'm not tripping.
That's all that matters. As long as you got that diploma, you solid.
Man. I mean, that's all that matters. As long as you got that piece of paper that says you completed all that shit. Yeah. That's all that matters. You feel me? So.
Yeah. Can I get that lighter? I think this is running a little bit.
It's not the tightest joint ever.
It's all good, man.
It's good, bro.
So, you mentioned making your own beats. Do you usually make the beats for every song that you're on, or sometimes you like expanding?
I honestly rarely ever rap over my own beats to keep it so lit. Honestly, because I love other people's beats more than my beats to keep it so lit. Like I think I'm a good producer, and but I just like other people's crafts on the beat spectrum more than mine, to be honest. You feel me? And
it's just hard.
It's hard. You feel me? But I will say though, my next project is for sure finna be like all produced by me.
There you go, man.
But I actually really enjoy making beats for other people. I just produced a track for my homie Frankie Hearns. Shout out Frankie Hearns, bro. Shout out Faded America. Shout out Steve. Shout out Meech. All them.
Damn, that one's about to die.
But motherfucking I just produced a track for Frankie Hearns, and that shit is on my SoundCloud and his SoundCloud.
Go check that shit out. Did you give those out already at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah. Nah, but I produced a track for him recently, and then before that I produced just a few things for different, local Bay Area artists and shit. Like, a few people from Oakland, a few people from the, the fields, obviously, a few people from Vallejo.
So people definitely fuck with your sound.
Yeah, I all my beats are sample based. Like I've never really made a beat with my own like melodies, because like I started making beats like on the sampling method, and I started making beats on just like taking samples and flipping them and changing them to be the way that I want them to be and all that shit. And
what program do you use?
Right now I'm using the MPC software with the MPC Renaissance. Okay. It's dope as fuck. If you want to get into making beats, I wouldn't start there, but you should aim towards something like that, because that shit is really fucking dope. But before I was using the MPC software, I was using Machine, and just even like before I was even like really messing with the softwares and shit, I was really just studying how like my favorite producers like J Dilla, Madlib, MF Doom, like how they were making beats and how they were crafting the samples out and layering the drums and all that shit, and the way they did it really stuck with me, and that's why all of my beats are really just sample based, just because I love the craft of just fucking with the samples and fucking with records and shit, so.
Right.
Yeah.
You fuck with Knowledge?
I've never really used, Knowledge, the producer.
Yeah,
I think it's Logic for a second, like the program. Nah, Knowledge, he's dope, he was doing some shit with Earl, right?
Yeah.
That's a dope hat, bro. I fuck with that hat.
Thank you, bro. We went to go see this nigga in concert.
Me too. I seen him on the World Domination tour.
It's Joey Badass.
Oh, we did too. That's the one we
For
went
real?
to.
Yeah,
We met him.
With
Which one did you go
Denzel
to?
Curry. I went to the one in the city with
Ah.
Denzel Curry and Mick Jenkins was there. I
Yeah.
shook Mick Jenkins' hand and his hand
He
was
didn't-
crusty as fuck.
He
dude.
didn't come out, bro. Fuck. He didn't come out. We got the meet and greet and the whole shit, bro. He
Yeah.
didn't come out for us. All we met like what? Was it Nick Caution?
Yeah, Nick
And-
Caution was there.
I'm gonna keep it so bug with you. I don't fucking Nick Caution.
Bro, I
Nah,
don't.
he don't.
Hey, it's all good.
He
He's
sounds
not.
like he
Yeah,
sounds
he's
like
not
a
that
weaker. He tries to
great,
sound
bro.
like Joey.
Yeah,
I was just like,
Yeah,
okay.
he raps
Honestly.
too fast for me, bro.
Yeah,
like calm that down.
it's not even that. It's just that
I mean-
I think dude's lightweight corny.
He is lightweight
Yeah,
corny, but
he
it's
is
like
lightweight corny.
because you know he's white as fuck too. On top of that,
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know, like-
it's not even that either. It's just like what he says in his lyrics and his flows is just when he pieces it all together. It's just
whatever Nick spit sounded like Beretta Clips
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, that nigga.
he's just goofy, bro. You feel
Ah,
me?
But who else you listening to then? If you fuck with Joey, because a lot of people don't fuck with Joey. A lot of people
yeah.
are just like,
It's a
yeah.
select
Like
few.
right now, I am not really a Joey Badass fan, but obviously, like everybody was a Joey Badass fan when they were in freshman year. You feel me? When 1999 dropped.
Of course.
And that
God,
shit was
that
everywhere.
shit was
Everybody
fire,
was a
man.
fucking
Summer
Joey
Nights.
Badass. Yeah, Summer
Fuck.
Nights. Both those shits were fucking classic, bro. I mean, I remember just listening to that shit like every day in school and just, you know, passing period and shit.
Bro, have you listened to that new Sci-Hi yet?
Nah, bro, honestly.
Slacking, bro. You need
Really?
to listen. That shit is
It's
the
dope.
album of the year, bro.
For real?
That
Yeah,
shit
that shit
is
is
so
fire.
fire.
I'm gonna keep it so buck. That new 21 Savage Offset shit, that shit goes
I
hard as
listened
fuck,
to it,
bro.
bro.
I
I
listened
was
to
in
it.
the
That
song
shit
with Travis
goes
Scott, though.
hard,
That
bro.
shit was hard.
That
That
shit
shit-
goes hard.
that
It's
shit-
called Ghostface Killer.
Yeah,
that shit
that
goes
was
hard,
pretty
bro.
cool.
There's a song on that album called Ric Flair Drip.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Oh.
that shit be cracking me the fuck up because Offset's flow, it's dope. Like it's a dope flow and it's like that triplet that he always does, you know, the Migos and shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like the way he put the groove on it, like on the flow was so fucking dope. But it was so
listen to that
goofy
shit.
and it was so funny. I don't know why. It was just hella funny. Like when you listen to like how he's grooving on the beat, it's just it's hilarious.
That's a
bro.
good ass combination of those type of people.
Yeah. Do you listen to any like local artists like from the Bay Area?
Mm.
Like that you would actually like say you would slap?
As
you know what I mean?
far as like underground or like
Just like anybody from
anybody,
the Bay, bro.
well,
Like literally like
of course,
E40,
bro.
like Tim
yeah, bro,
Short.
of course, like E40, like classic E40, like in a major way E40.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
E40.
Yeah, you feel me? Like in the major way E40, the
Long
Click,
time.
obviously. I remember hearing like a little bit of like Mac Mall when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Like a
man.
little bit. Mac Dre, you know, I fucking love Mac Dre, bro. But I feel like a lot of people.
I had to keep looking to see the time. And I wasn't paying attention. Like,
A lot.
A lot of people do like a lot of people just like blow that dude
Fucking
like
lot.
a lot
people.
a lot of people do blow him out of
Yeah.
proportion.
I mean, I feel like if we
Fairfield through Vacaville through Vallejo, bro. Everyone.
And it's for yeah, you feel me? Like
Like, oh,
and it's
I
for
heard
good
this song
reason,
before.
though.
Yeah.
it's for a good reason because he
Like,
put the
he
Bay
got
Area
other
on the
songs
map.
though, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm tired of doing
there's
this.
other songs besides the Thizzle dance. You feel
every
me?
fucking
Like,
party, if it ain't a party, if you don't hear
every home. Hey, anybody who's not from the Bay Area, if you come over here and you go to like prom or homecoming or something, don't because you finna just hear
You finna You feel how uncomfortable when everybody just starts going crazy.
It's
for the
like-
first 2 seconds of the song.
And then they
It's like
take
the
that
fucking
shit.
Macarena, bro. He's just telling you how to do a dance. You
The
feel me?
fucking Bay Area Macarena.
It's the Bay Area Macarena.
Oh
Like
my god.
I feel like to the rest of the
The
world.
Dre Arena.
Hey, have y'all tried those new Mac Dre lids?
Nah, what the fuck they got?
Those shits are fire, bro. They
What do
got
they taste like? Thizzle?
bro. Yeah, bro.
Like-
So
They just-
there's just smoking that
as soon
shit.
as you hit that shit, you just
Yeah,
fuck.
you start tripping and shit.
Fuck.
Your heart starts to start.
Nah, I haven't even seen that. That's crazy.
Bro, you
There's
know-
Thizzleberry.
The blueberry. That is raw.
Yo, that one is actually nasty as fuck. I'm gonna keep it so buck with you.
I
That
don't
one
really
is nasty.
taste that shit.
Really?
When I smoke.
Bro,
I be like,
Anthony brought over a fucking like lemon
I've
sweet.
seen that.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna try to hit
fucking
this shit.
sweets, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this? They got lemon flavor? That shit tastes like straight lemon. I was surprised.
Damn. Anybody else from the Bay Area though? I feel like
Oh yeah.
a lot of Bay people. Like those are the common ones, but of course there's
Hey,
like
bro.
the
Yeah,
other-
yeah.
Hey, honestly, fuck Isaiah's question. How you feel about Sage though, bro?
Sage, fuck Sage. Fuck
Hey,
Sage.
there
fuck
we go.
Sage.
What the fuck?
There we
Sage,
go.
bro.
Fuck Sage though, but it don't matter.
I don't give a fuck no more, bro. Like,
Hey.
like for the longest time, because like I know people that know him. You feel me? And
We know him.
Bro, we
like-
know
For
him.
real?
Like,
Yeah.
Fuck
Shit's
him,
not
bro.
Cool.
That motherfucker's weak, bro.
Hey, shout out to Don Gino. You know.
hey, shut the fuck up, Don Gino, bro. We've been putting everybody on that Don Gino. I'm not gonna
Don
lie.
Gino, if you watch
That
this,
shit
bro,
damn near the anthem, bro.
if you watch
That
this,
fucking hate me.
that hate me.
Go listen. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna throw that shit up in the video too. I'm gonna just have go click that shit because that shit
No
damn near
lie,
fire.
we've been putting hell people onto that just randomly.
So is it a guy we interviewed and he's from Benicia or Vallejo? Or
Oh, he fucked with the Morar people hella tough too.
yeah.
What's his name?
His name's Don Gino.
I don't know.
I don't know if he was at the one you performed.
No,
at.
he
I don't
wasn't.
think so.
It wasn't that.
But yeah, bro, that's how we met him through James actually, and he has one fucking black, bro. This shit goes crazy, and it's like the most catchiest shit ever.
It is the most
And
catchy
we just
shit
been
ever.
putting everybody on that shit.
So how'd you get? So the whole contact with James. How'd you get in contact with him when he did the Morar performance?
Oh yeah,
Right?
yep.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out to James, but
Shout
how'd
out
you,
James,
How'd
bro.
you connect to that? How did that come about?
You know, bro, I'm trying to think on it. I really can't remember. Like honestly, for the longest time, I was trying to hit up James, cause he followed me on Twitter, and you know we had like mutual connections and shit like that.
Right.
And that was probably back in sometime in probably like 2016. You know, but I was following him, and I seen him, you know, do all the more art shit, and you know I was thinking, you know, that's pretty dope, you know, like just one person from the Bay Area just trying to put all these people together, you know through the culture and through art and through music and shit like that. So I thought that was really cool. So I was really just trying to hit him up, like, you know, how can I participate, you know, in this you know thing you got going on, because you know
Right.
I got resources, you got resources, let's just come together and just work, you feel me?
That's what Fairfield needs to do. Everybody needs to take a fucking note from Vallejo, but nah, everyone wants to have beef.
But you know, for the longest time he was just really busy, you know, just doing what he was doing, and you know, he was really just rocking with, you know, the people that he was close with, you feel me? And
Right.
you know, I can't really blame him for that. But you know, for the longest time, you know, I was just trying to hit him up, and then eventually he started, like, you know, hitting me back. He started listening to my music, and he was like, you know, you're dope, bro. Like, let's just, you know, get you on this showcase. And then
He was feeling like Dr. Dre.
Actually, like Birdman.
Hey, but it's crazy though, because you know
I found somebody.
My prodigy.
No, but I was at the Morat showcase, bro, and you know, shout out to anybody that went to that shit.
We were in Sonoma that night.
Yeah, we was at that Walker concert. Otherwise, we for surely would have been.
How was it?
That shit
It was
was
That
cool.
shit was
That
lit,
shit
huh?
was lit as
For the
hell.
longest time, I've been trying to see Walking.
It was hella performances that you're like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Honestly,
That's
bro,
cool.
when
And
I
we were there
seen
for the girl Lele. Shout out to Lele. She did a fucking
Shout out
great
Lele.
job. And after her, some EDM dude. And then out of
Yo,
nowhere,
Walker fucks
Walker
with the
just fucking
EDM,
bow,
bro.
bow, bow.
Yeah, he just
Walker
came
fucks
out
with the
there.
EDM, bro. Like, he really fucks with the EDM.
I didn't even know that, and then it just out of nowhere, just bow, bow. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Bow, bow,
and then all the white kids were saying, "Nigga."
Hell yeah.
All the
Let's
white
go
kids
on
were saying,
Monopoly.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit go crazy. Yeah, fucking
That's-
Walker, bro.
Oh,
Oh.
camera died.
"That's dead. We're gonna keep it rolling now."
Yeah,
Dang.
well, it's good. We reaching towards the end, anyways. But
30. Yeah.
that's cool. So, you got any upcoming projects, or you just released a song with Tyler?
And
Yeah,
that shit
bro.
was nice. Go check that shit out.
Yeah, check that shit out if you haven't, bro. I think I think probably I'm at 100 listens right now, but you know, the more listens, you know, obviously the
The more you
merrier.
get out there.
You feel me? But as far as projects go, I'm working on something, but it's going really slow just because I'm working a lot. I'm just trying to like, you know, just get my fucking life straight. You feel me?
Survive real
Survive.
life.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Survive life. You feel me?
Man.
So I'm working, but I think that good things come in time, and you
Of
know,
course.
I'm gonna take time with this shit because I've never been one to not be patient with this shit. I've never been one to not just, you know, take this shit for granted, and you know, just whenever I have the chance to work on something, you know, I take it just because, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, just come up in this shit, you feel me? So
Of course, man.
So you mentioned Jay Dilla. What are some other old heads, old souls in rap you listen to?
Well, going back to your other question about like the, you know, people from the Bay Area that I fuck with, like obviously, bro, like the Bay Area classics. Like I feel like Bay Area hip hop wise was at its prime in the 90s, like when Spice One and fucking bro, Spice One is fucking top 5 favorite rappers of all time for me, bro. Fucking Brother Lynch, you feel me? Like E40, Mac Dre, obviously. The Click, you feel me? Just all of that classic old Bay Area music. Like that's like my favorite. Yeah, the Loonies, bro. That shit goes crazy.
What other else? Like, so you say Bay Area, we're talking about them, but like where else in the region in the United States? Like other than Atlanta, that's popping and fucking kind of owning rap right now, and South.
I would say Florida.
Florida?
They're on that fucking
right
like heavy metal shit right now, though, bro.
Bro,
Their artists are like,
all right,
The sound was
bro.
like that.
Check this out, man. Like
that's that Denzel
That
Curry.
Lil Pump, you listen to Lil Pump.
bro, I fucking hate Lil Pump so much, bro. Hey, you know, man, shout out Ski Master Slum God, bro, because I fuck with him.
I hear that a lot from people.
Yeah, bro,
Cool.
he's dope, but like that dude XXX,
Yeah, he a weirdo.
bro. I swear to God, bro, I was listening to his music before he was popping, and like I thought he was dope as fuck. You feel me? Because he meant it. Cause I fuck with heavy metal. I fuck with like Slayer, you know, Pantera, Metallica, all that shit. I fuck with, you know, just like death metal too, like Cannibal Corpse, all that shit. So like when he was releasing music that like, you know, mended like trap and heavy metal together, I was like, this is dope as fuck. But then he like went to jail, then he had like that supposed beef, because that shit wasn't even really like a beef with Drake. Like that was a fake beef.
That was weird.
That was some weird shit, bro. And then after that, like he just got like hot out of
Jumped.
nowhere, bro. Yeah, and then he got fucking slumped on stage. And I feel
That's
like
crazy too.
and you know what, bro? You know what I noticed? I feel like that dude is really good at taking advantage of his fans and like manipulating his fans into thinking what he wants them to think.
Yeah,
You feel
definitely.
me? You feel me? And like I don't really fuck with that. You feel me? I want people to fuck with me on a genuine level.
Exactly.
I don't want people to fuck with me on a forced level. Like I don't want to go on Instagram and be like, if you don't like me, fuck you. If you don't like me, then you're not a good person.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm like
Yeah,
offended
bro.
just for not listening to your music.
sorry.
Bro, like that dude, like one minute he'll be talking some shit about something, and then the next minute he's like, oh, you guys, everybody have a good day, everybody have a positive day. I'm like, come on, bro, that shit is corny, bro. Like, just pick one side.
Yeah.
Fucking opinion.
Pick a opinion and stick with it, and don't flip flop just because you got fans now and you got clout now and you got money now. You feel me?
Exactly.
You know, so I don't know. That's my little gripe with XXX, but I do fuck with his music. I didn't fuck with his album though, but I do fuck with his
It's
music.
like in the
Okay.
on the inside.
It's done. Anyways, bro, before we go, is there a final message you would like to give to the public in our probably 12-person audience who watches this show.
Oh shit! First of all, pretty soon that shit is finna go to 12 to like 30K pretty soon, nigga.
We need 30K
on everything.
I need 30K in bands.
Actually.
To be
honest, we're getting Mozzie on the show.
Yeah,
eventually.
We're coming for you, Mozzie.
We're coming for
Mozzie, bro. Fuck with me, bro. Mozzie, bro. I fuck with you, bro. I fuck with Hell Gang, bro. Fuck with me, bro. Fuck with WARUcam, bro.
We coming for you, homie.
Give me my IG,
we coming
bro.
for Mozzie. We coming for SOB.
Make sure.
I got beats, bro. I got beats. I got features,
we coming for Earl too, bro.
Check out WARUcam. Everything at WARUcam, right?
Everything. Okay, so Instagram WARU.cam. Twitter is just WARUcam with no dot.
Right. Check it out. Be on
Check
the look.
it out. Be there. Be square. Tell your fucking friends and stay tuned.
Friends.
Stay tuned for more shit.
I'm coming for you, Mozzie. Not guns up.